The hard news here is that the Zamfara State House of Assembly impeached the deputy governor, that's Mahadi Alimi Gusso. Seven-member panel spent 2 days investigating the deputy governor. 20 members of the 24 House members supported the motion for the sack. So Governor Matawale picked a serving senator, Hassan Mohammed Nasiru Gusso. I wonder if he's related to the deputy governor who just left, who represents Zamfara Central District to replace Aliyu Gusso. Now, the sacked deputy governor had been engaged in a running battle with his governor, especially after he refused to defect with him to the PDP. You saw this coming, perhaps?
Yes. It's not every governor who can tolerate a deputy that have chosen
to dance differently.
Yes. You saw what happened in Anambra. The governor defected, the deputy governor defected to the APC. They told him, look, go. We know that the APC will not win this election. They didn't disturb him. They didn't get the House to start impeachment process.
Yeah, okay.
We've seen other governors to do that. In Sokoto, Mutari Shagari refused to leave the PDP. But the governor at that time, Magataka Dawamako, who is now in the Senate, left him alone. As far as he's concerned, his remaining in PDP amounted to nothing. So, but in this case, you look at a governor like Matawale, the crisis, the problem that is facing within the APC are even enough. Is coming into the party, is being resisted by the, some powerful elements there, who especially after it became clear that the party leadership had considered the structures of the party to him. So for him now to be coping with that problem and still have an adversarial deputy governor who was not what he was prepared to take, especially given the press conference.
Let me interject here.
You know?
We must make some money. We go on a commercial break. Please stay with us and bear with us. This is Journalist Hangout. All right, let's still stay in Zamfara State. Now we'll share footage with you that led to the impeachment of the deputy governor. This is how it went. Watch on.
We've given the parties the opportunity to present their cases. We ensured that we served them, and those who were around, like the complainant were here, the respondent did not appear. We ensured we served him, and on the basis of that, we listened to what was presented by the State House of Assembly. No fear and no favor. We would strictly abide by the constitutional procedures and what we have sworn to uphold. We don't owe any of the parties a duty. What we owe duty is the constitution and the country.
I've looked at it. We have called, we have heard the evidence of all those who came to give evidence before us and the documents. And our findings are what we have in this report. So in line with our constitutional injunction, we want to submit this report to you, sir, for the House. The assignments that continues from there are those of your good self and the entire members of the House.
I assure you that I received this report. I myself and the entire members will treat it in accordance to the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 1999 as amended. We will never go out of the Constitution. In line with the Section 188, subsection 9 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, quoted herein before, we hereby refer to the Zamfara State House of Assembly, Gusau, Zamfara State, that the allegation of abuse of office by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, Barrister Mahdi Aliyu Muhammad Gusau, SQ, an allegation of the failure to discharge constitutional duties contained in the notice of allegation had been proved. By provision of the law, the Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, Barrister Mahdi Aliu Muhammad Gusau, being guilty of gross misconduct, is removed from office from today, 23rd day of February 2022. Those is what we say aye. Against nay, I have served.
I, Hassan Mohammed Gusau,
do solemnly swear
that
that
I will be faithful
and bear
and bear true the allegiance of the Federal Republic of Nigeria
the Deputy Governor,
as the Deputy Governor,
except as may be required,
except as may be required,
for the due discharge of my duties
for the due discharge of my duties
as the Deputy
as
Governor.
the Deputy Governor.
So help me God.
So help me God.
So that's how it went, and the number 2 is no more, Emeka. I'm fascinated by Robert Greene's 48 laws of power. Number one law says,
yes, never outshine the master.
don't outshine the matter.
Yeah,
master.
the master,
And
yes.
number 3 law, don't raise your hand too soon.
Well, but the speed with which the deputy governor was removed and the new deputy governor was nominated and sworn in, I think is unprecedented in Nigerian political history. We continue to watch and see, but if politicians can give the same urgency to issues like boundary security, unemployment, and all of that, I think Nigeria will be a much better place.
Yeah. Gideon, quickly, a little confusion for me there. I would have expected the speaker as the number 3 man in the state to have been sworn in.
No.
Okay.
That's not how it works. That's not the governor who pick a deputy. The deputy will be sworn in. The speaker has his own job. It's not mandatory that he should become the deputy governor.
Okay.
No.
So
it's only in times of emergency that you can have that. Not in this kind of case. You know that General Gusau is one of the founding fathers of the PDP and had never left the party. So I knew that his son would find it difficult to leave the PDP for the APC. I knew that he would not go with the governor, you know. But some of his utterances must have further angered the governor. One. Yes. So people have said that, I've seen even on social media that, oh, this whole thing was done in a day. It's absolute fallacy. From the 4th of February, when the chairman of the House Committee on Public Accounts raised a petition against this governor, we knew that they were going to remove him. And the complaint that he raised was then distributed to all the members, and the members were told to come up with their written position within 5 days. It was after the written positions were collated and presented in the House that they now resolved to investigate. It was on the day that they resolved to investigate that they now notified the chief judge to investigate the matter. And all of that, the chief judge, you can see that bound volume. It took them some time, and they, of course, you should expect that they found the man guilty. There was no law that was breached in removing him. I pity the young man, but this is politics. We saw many governors find it difficult to have a deputy who is not on the same page politically with them. You saw what Okorocha tried to do with his deputy at that time. It was the House that saved him. You know, it was the House, because the deputy was from Owerri. At that time, they fell apart. The House saved him. He could not get him impeached. But many others can't stand a deputy governor who will not have the same political views like that. That is what we have seen in the case of Mahdi. I wish him good luck. Yes,
that's the youngest deputy governor in Nigeria, I think.
But to try to promote the notion that, oh, everything was done in one day.
No, I said the speed.
No, I'm not referring to you. Even the speed that we are talking about, if the whole process began on the 4th of February, many people do not know that it actually began much
It's-
earlier.
it's
They thought it
started
was in
from-
1 week
That's
that the
it.
whole thing
Yeah.
happened. But from the evidence available, it wasn't done in 1 week. And all of the bound volume that you saw that chief judge present, you cannot put all of that together if you
it was
didn't
done-
have time.
That's it.
Yes,
It
so-
couldn't have been done in.
I wish the young
days.
man good luck.
So we must go. And in politics, I hear loyalty is 110 plus.
Yeah, Nigerian politicians don't joke with it. Once he sees evidence that you are not loyal,
That's it.
he will dispense with you.
It's good night.
How does he, for example, hand over the state? Maybe he's traveling abroad for medical checkup. How does he hand over the state to a person that he can see clearly does not
He can't
share
trust.
his political views and even have been...
I hear we must.